Okay, once the wall becomes too easy for you, with regards to your grip and forearm strengthening drills, then what you're gonna do is transition them to the floor. So I'm gonna demonstrate those for you utilizing a standard push-up position. If the standard push-up position is too difficult for you, what I would suggest is not necessarily knees on the ground, but doing them on an elevated block or elevated surface, so like a coffee table or something maybe 2 feet off the ground. That will transition more weight to the feet and less weight on the arms and on the upper body, so it'll make the movement more easy for you. But I'll go ahead and demonstrate in a standard push-up. So, standard push-up position, nice and slow and controlled on the way down, kiss the floor, and then nice and slow and controlled on the way up. Not just slamming back into the ground, but controlling everything. So there's that. Then from there, okay, back of the wrist. The back of the wrist is not going to be quite as slow. You should still be controlling it, but there's a little more momentum to this movement. So it's going to look like this. Then from there, we've got the push up on the fingertips. When you're doing this one, a little tip, a standard push-up, you're pushing initially straight up, right? But instead of doing that, push somewhat back, like almost a 45-degree angle. And what you'll find is it'll be a lot easier to perform the movement, and it'll feel a lot more stable. So hands on the ground, push-up position, tighten the core, glutes, quads always, and then push up and back. Up and back. Okay, then from there, you're gonna have your standard fingertip push-ups. And in fingertip push-ups, you're palming a basketball, just like we talked about at the wall. Grab the ground like this. Hands shoulder width apart. And then push up. Again, if you have to put knees on the ground, it's okay. So you can play with hand placement to find what's most comfortable for you. Okay, you're still going to get the finger strengthening, forearm strengthening with knees on the ground. So if that's an intermediate step that you want to do and you don't have a coffee table or something that you can put feet on the ground and elevate the front of the body with, that's perfectly fine. The goal is really to build strength from the elbow down. So as long as you're progressing and building that strength, then that's what we're looking for. It's not really about the push-up. It's more about just placing more of a load on the musculature here. So whatever step is appropriate for you, go ahead and utilize that.